street light falls onto this car in La Jolla. What the city is doing about it, coming up.
600 streets in the city of San Diego need to be reconstructed, but the city says it doesn't have the money to fix most of them. We'll show you how the city plans to fix its crumbling streets.
Plus, it's a surprise for him, but not his students. A music teacher in the South Bay receives a national honor.
Professional canine therapy programs have done wonders for pediatric medicine at children's hospitals across the country. Now you can make that happen at Rady Children's Hospital.
And flooding left San Diego residents without homes, but not food. The VFW volunteers cooking meals every single day.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
A street light toppled over right onto a car in University City, and people who live there say it's not the first time something like this has happened. Good evening, I'm Marcelo Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. The owner of the car says the falling street light could have killed someone. CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes, working for you on this story, joins us live now with what the city of San Diego is saying about all of this. Kirsten.
Yeah, we got this email asking for help after someone saw that a street light had fallen onto his neighbor's car. So we got to work for you to figure out how in the world something like this could even happen and what the city is doing about it. Now we talked to the owner of this car. He only wants to go by Tariq. Take a listen to what he had to say.
The car got smashed, and of course I'm like, okay, someone ran into it, or what is smashed? And then, you know what, when I saw it on FaceTime, I said, oh, this really it gave a whole different spin to my day then.
Tariq says this happened on Thursday, and now he's waiting on his insurance and the city of San Diego to get it fixed.
That could have hit someone. I mean, you would not even think about a pole coming down on you.
There wasn't a storm or a lot of rain, but
when you look at the post, it's completely rotted, you know, corroded all the way around.
As if one street light falling onto a car isn't enough, Tariq says something like this has happened before.
I've seen several of these light poles, just the smaller ones, those falling. I've seen at least 2.
That's when we went to work for you and asked the city, why did this light post just fall over last week? A spokesperson says in part, quote, the base cover of the light looks to be in good condition. Underneath, the cover showed base deterioration, likely caused by irrigation runoff, moisture, and potentially dog urine, which has been known to accelerate the deterioration. The city also says they inspect streetlights and recently made repairs in the La Jolla UTC area in January of 2023. We read the full statement to Tariq, who had this to say.
Yeah, they're doing a great job, as you can see. These people are paid to do this job. And, you know, we live here, we pay taxes, so, you know, all we ask is just make sure it's done the right way.
Tariq and his neighbors we talked to say this has to be fixed soon, or
it's going to happen again. That's the whole reason why we're here.
Okay, so Tariq is going to have to file a claim with the city's risk management department to get his car fixed. Now, city officials tell us if you have a street light that you think needs to be checked or one that's broken, you can submit that to them through the Get It Done website. And if you have an issue that you need us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com. Reporting for CBS 8, I'm Kirsten Holmes. Back to you.
Yeah, that could have been much worse if a person had been walking by. So, Kirsten, what does someone need to do if something like this happens to them? Will the city pay up for the damages?
Yeah, the city doesn't automatically just come by and say, we damaged your car, we're going to give you this money. You have to file a claim through the city's risk management department before you can get any type of payout. Carlo?
You'll have to jump through some hoops. Kirsten Holmes reporting for us live. Thanks, Kirsten. And at 6:30, we're going to have more on the city of San Diego's crumbling infrastructure and the struggle to pay to fix it all. Remember, here at CBS 8, we want to help solve problems affecting you. If there's something you'd like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com.
Testimony continued today in the trial of 2 men accused of starting a riot at a pro-Trump rally in Pacific Beach back in January of 2021. CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal was in the courtroom today and has the latest on what happened.
Prosecutors say this isn't just two men who showed up at that rally and started a fight. They say these two defendants are part of a larger conspiracy who went to the rally that day with the intent of being violent. So this afternoon, we heard from a woman who was heading to the rally as well with friends there in Pacific Beach. She testified she'd been to more than a dozen other rallies like that before. She said about 100 feet onto the boardwalk, they encountered a lot of police officers as well as several people dressed in black clothing.
The opposing group got a lot closer and started to surround us, and then slowly started to get behind us. So it was just they were closing in very quickly.
What were you thinking in that moment?
That we were in a very tough situation to get out of at this point.
And that was Markayla Amade. Prosecutors played video taken that day. Amade is wearing a green shirt and an American flag bandana. She's sprayed with mace in the face. She says it caused her to cough and dry heave. She testified she was thinking things were going to get out of hand quickly because she says they were attacked unprovoked. Now, she says she was hit with a chair as she was walking away. She testified she recognized the flag as being part of the anti-fascist movement. So we saw multiple angles. We saw several videos. There was also aerial video shot from a police helicopter that was shown to give a different view, showing people dressed in black clothing whom prosecutors say that is the anti-fascist group chasing people and assaulting them. They allege the defendants, Brian Lightfoot and Jeremy White, were among them. Amade says at one point she was on the ground trying to cover her head and protect herself. Now, during cross-examination, Lightfoot's defense attorney tried to show inconsistencies between what she testified to the grand jury a couple years ago compared to what she testified to today. While on the stand, Amade also admitted to taunting one of the other defendants on social media.
At one point, yes.
Okay, that was Jesse Cannon?
Correct.
And you did what we call doxing him, right? About this case?
As he did to I. He did the same thing to me.
Okay, so this was kind of payback, revenge.
Yeah, after you get brutally assaulted for no reason, you have some emotions about it.
And Gannon is one of the 9 defendants in this case who already took a plea deal. Now, doxing refers to someone posting private information about someone else online. This trial is expected to last 4 weeks. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.
Thanks, Kelly. Okay, a reminder tonight, there's only 1 week left to pay the second installment of your property taxes.
County Treasurer Tax Collector Dan McAllister reminded people today to go online and pay before April 10th. After that, your bill is considered delinquent and you'll have to pay a 10% penalty. The first installment was due back on November 1st. The second installment was due in February, but again, you have until April 10th to pay without paying any fees. We have a link to the County Treasurer Tax Collectors page on our help button at cbs8.com.
A South Bay music teacher is one of 5 educators across the country now part of this year's National Teachers Hall of Fame class.
Keith Ballard has been teaching music at Southwest Middle School in the Nestor area near San Ysidro since 1998. He is now the 9th California teacher to get this honor, and we were there for his big surprise. CBS 8's Jesse Begun is here now to show us the special moment. Jesse?
Yeah, guys, since the inception, the National Teachers Hall of Fame has recognized 5 teachers across the nation every year who, in their words, have demonstrated a commitment and dedication to teaching our nation's children and consistently goes above and beyond for their students and community. Mr. Ballard has met that, and he says the last part, students and community, is what fuels his work here in San Diego.
An unexpected mariachi performance packing a Southwest middle school classroom led to a surprise award for the teacher inside.
Keith Ballard has been selected as one of this year's 5 inductees into the National Teachers Hall of Fame.
I really wasn't sure what was going on, to tell you the truth.
Every year, the National Teachers Hall of Fame recognizes a handful of teachers across the country who've been going above and beyond for at least 20 years. It's a rigorous process, starting with a nomination and a packet of information about the teacher. Then a national committee wades through the applications to choose the top 5.
We look for people who, of course, ground themselves in excellence in teaching, that are really understand their craft and how to convey that craft. But we also look for people who have extended their influence beyond their own classroom.
Maddie Fennell is the acting executive director of the Hall of Fame. She says Ballard's enthusiasm and ability to use music to help his students succeed in other parts of school set him apart for the prestigious award.
We have the red carpet rolled out for our teachers, just as we do for others who are in a Hall of Fame. Really helps people understand that there are those who still hold education in such high regard.
A high regard shared by his students and his son.
I'm proud of you, Dad. You know, this is one of his biggest achievements.
I feel privileged, I feel honored, but I feel more honored, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, to be a teacher here at Southwest Middle School.
Ballard says he has a passion for teaching in lower income areas. He says giving kids a bit of love, working hard, and showing compassion can lead to great things. He and the other inductees will be honored in Washington, D.C. and will visit the National Hall of Fame in Kansas for a ceremony. Fun fact, mariachi is one of the styles of music that Ballard teaches. And then the mariachi band that congratulated him today and kicked the whole event off today was made up partly of some former students. Carlo?
Awesome. Congratulations. We need more like him. Today, California opened up its lottery system for the California Dream for All program. It's set up to help first-time homebuyers through a taxpayer-funded down payment assistance program. There are requirements, including you must be a first-time homebuyer and need to meet certain income requirements and be a first-generation homebuyer. You'll also need to get pre-approved by a state-approved lender and take an online class on the state's Dream for All website.
And then from there, you get a certificate generated. You would send that to your lender, so us. And then we fill out a little form, we give that to you, and then you take that form and you upload it and you apply or you register to be within the lottery.
For more on how you can enroll in the program, visit CBS8.com.
Still ahead tonight, hundreds of crumbling streets are in dire need of repair, but the city of San Diego says it does not have the money to fix them.
Plus, people are asking where the money will come from to replace the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. We verify.
We were locked in the sunshine earlier today. We're starting to see the cloud cover rolling in all ahead of our next storm system. But wet weather, when's that going to happen? Those details are coming up.
And new questions tonight in the shooting death of a teenage girl by San Bernardino Sheriff's deputies.